Hi, welcome to NonnasHere. That's me, Nonna. Today I am joining the fun collab of everything Christmas. Yep, it's that time of year. We're crafting for Christmas. I did 3 very fun, easy, and budget-friendly Christmas crafts. Well, most of the stuff that I'm going to show you today, the craft supplies I got from Dollar Tree. Now, I did have a lot of supplies left over from previous years. We went to our off-site storage room and brought back 3 big bins of Christmas supplies, so I did have a lot to work with. So, enough chatting. Let's get over to my craft table and I'll show you what I've been working on for the fun collab, Everything Christmas. DIY number 1. Okay, for this one I got a small round fishbowl vase or candy dish from Dollar Tree. I also got 2 little bottles of green washable glue, and I had some red poinsettia stems, and I had this real pretty little pick. And I think I got that at Hobby Lobby last year for half price. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour all the glue into the little candy dish. And it came out to be about that full, and that's fine. Then I had some gold and silver little Christmas bulbs. And now I'm sticking the poinsettias into the glue after I've put the Christmas bulbs in on top of the glue. Now, I've used washable glue before, and I did it into a tall vase, and it took about 4 weeks for the glue to harden. This will probably only take about 2 or 3 weeks, and the glue will harden on the top, and then the stems will become solid in the glue. And it lasted for over a year, the tall vase with the glue did, but then the glue started to dry, and I just pitched it, the whole vase. But this should last well through Christmas. So there you can see the green glue in the bottom, the Christmas bulbs on top of the glue, and my little bouquet of poinsettias and that pick in the vase. Take a better look at it at the final reveal. All right, so this is DIY number 2. For this one, I got this stocking from Dollar Tree, $1.25, and I'm going to leave the tinsel on it. I'm going to cut off the Merry Christmas on it, but I'm leaving all the tinsel on it. I'm going to take off those red berries, but everything else I'm leaving alone. So I did cut off the tinsel. It's off the Merry Christmas, but it still has a little red tinsel stuck to the back. So I'm going to trim that off because I want to reuse the Merry Christmas. I cut off the berries and just put those aside. All right, so I have this it's got a little hangy thing on it. I'm going to leave that on there. So I have this wide ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, and I got it after Christmas, and I paid half price for it. So I'm going to use this wide plaid ribbon and wrap it around the stocking 1 strip at a time and hot glue it at the back just like that. And I'm going to put each strip close to the strip next to it. And then I have this other wide ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby. Again, I paid half price for it. And I'm going to use it for the top of the stocking, and I'm going to use 1 Santa Claus side by side to do the top of the stocking. And you'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. So I'm going to do 1 Santa Claus and then another Santa Claus next to it, and that will be the top of the stocking. All right, so I'm going to start with the wide plaid ribbon, and I'm doing 1 strip at a time, and I'm getting them hot gluing them each strip at the back and putting them close together, and then hot gluing the edges so that they stay together, close together. and matching the plaid so that it's going to look like it's almost one piece of fabric, but it's not. It's individual strips. So I'm careful to match the plaid with each strip. And then I'm hot gluing the edges of one strip to the strip above and below. But I'm just doing one strip at a time and hot gluing the back. All right, so I'm going to go all the way down the stocking. And remember, I left the tinsel on, which I'm really glad I did, because at the end, it made the stocking puffy. And plus I didn't have to deal with taking all that tinsel off. So there I've finished putting the plaid ribbon down the entire stocking. That's what it looks like in the back. And the toe of the stocking is just open, and that looks perfectly fine. Now I've taken the Santa Claus and put them across the top, folded them over the top, and folded them down along the bottom. Now the Santa Claus didn't fit exactly perfectly, so I do end up with Santa Claus heads along the bottom, but I matched them as perfectly as I could. So I folded them at the bottom and hot glued them, and then hot glued them to the first strip of plaid ribbon. So that's the way the top looks. And now I'm going to take the Merry Christmas that I took off of the original stocking, and I'm going to hot glue it to the finished stocking. I've taken off as much tinsel as I could, but you're really not going to see it because it's going to blend in with the plaid ribbon. And there we go. It's finished. We'll take another look at it at the final reveal. I think it came out rather cute, and I have the little string to hang it up. All right, so let me introduce our host and guest host for today's Collab Everything Christmas. First is Katie from Lady Red Crafting, and our other host is Lisa from Our Gray House. And our guest host is Jody from Jody at Southern Seasons. I'll have all the links to their channels down below in the description box, and they will have the main playlist of all the talented creators who are joining in today for Everything Christmas. Now you want to be sure and check out their channels and their creations for Everything Christmas and the playlist of all the other creators who are participating in today's Everything Christmas collab. Now, everyone works really hard to make these crafts, so be sure and give them a like, and feel free to subscribe to their channels too. They would love that. All right, so Everything Christmas with Katie, Lisa, and Jody as our host, and I want to thank them for allowing me to participate. And by the way, if you are not subscribed to NonnasHere, feel free to do that today. Just hit that subscribe button. It's free. Hit the notification bell and the word all so you don't miss any of my videos, and comment and share. Be sure and tell me which one of my crafts is your favorite, and give me a thumbs up if you liked my video. All right, let's get back to my craft table, and I'll show you my third DIY. DIY number 3 for Everything Christmas. All right, for this one, I had these 2 deer in my craft stash, and every year I'd get them out and didn't know what to do with them. So I'd carefully wrap them up and put them away because I didn't want the horns or legs to break. But this year I got them out and decided I had to do something with them. So I have this little ceramic dish that I've also had in my stash for a couple of years. And I'm going to paint it pink with this ballet slipper chalk paint. I gave it 2 coats to make sure I covered everything. And I'm going to use this styrofoam to put it in. And here are the deer. And you can see that the horns and the legs are really quite fragile. Got it at Dollar Tree a couple of years ago. And I also had a couple of these light pink poinsettia buds or flowers left over in my stash. And I had this huge bin of greenery. And so I'm going to use some of that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint that little ceramic dish with ballet slipper chalk paint. Like I said, I gave it 2 good coats because I wanted to cover up the Thanksgiving design that was on there. So I'm going to use 2 of my things for my stash that I've had for a couple years and never knew what to do with it. So I've painted it, and I did paint a little bit of the inside, so in case anything showed. So now I'm going to take the styrofoam and I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to hot glue it into the little dish. And then I'm going to take some of that greenery and I'm going to cut off little sprigs from the greenery. And I'm going to stick the greenery in around the edge of the dish. Just, you know, make it so that it covers the inside of the dish. Then I'm going to take those 2 little deer. I'm just cutting off some sprigs there. And I'm going to hot glue those into the dish around the edges and kind of pull some of it down over the edges. All right, now I'm seeing how exactly I want the deer to fit into the dish. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to just put dots of glue on the hooves of the deer. And I'm gently going to push the deer into that styrofoam. Just gently, because I don't want to break the legs. Okay, so that's what I'm doing there. I'm putting the deer into the styrofoam. Then I'm going to take those pink poinsettia flowers that I have, and I'm going to stick those in. I'm going to cut them down, and I'm going to stick those in around the deer and the greenery. I'm going to cut those down so they don't stick out too far. All right, so I'm doing that there. And then that is going to pretty much finish this DIY, and it comes out real pretty, and we'll take another look at it in the final reveal. Very simple, very easy, and using up 2 things that I've had in my Christmas craft stash for quite a long time. All right, time for the final reveal. Okay, the final reveal for everything Christmas. Be sure and tell me down in the comments which one is your favorite. First up is a little candy bowl with the poinsettias and the pick with the green glue as the base. Next is the stocking with the Santa Claus across the top and the red plaid wide ribbon. And finally is the deer in the pink dish with the pink poinsettia, because we all know pink is the new Christmas red. Thanks so much for watching my video today, and I hope to see you again soon at NonnasHere. Bye!